G'day guys, Firmbie with you. What I'd like to share with you today is actually a World of Warships video. And the reason for sharing this today is actually it's the first game I've ever had in the Konig. Literally the first game. It's just a stock Konig, untrained captain. I've just moved the captain from the Kaiser to the Konig. So totally untrained, as I said, the first game. The upgrades I took on this particular one is the aiming system mod 1, the main armament mod 1, and of course the damage control system mod 1. No b-hole, no gunfire control system, that's the mod 2 gun control fire system, and certainly no propulsion upgrade. So as I said, totally stock. So you won't see huge numbers in this particular one, but I think I did considerably well, knowing that it was total stock. So what we're doing first off, obviously it's a three zoned domination, and we're just working out where we're all going and how we're going to play this particular match. Just getting the guns rotated now and underway. Being the Konig very slow off the block, doing all of 10 knots now at half speed. So it's not the fastest ship around, but it does pack a punch. You can see in chat what I was just trying to communicate was that I was total stock, but the old chat seems to be blocking out a few words unnecessarily, but here's what it is. Starting to spot a few vessels out in the distance there. Having a good look around. And I must admit the teamwork in this particular game was outstanding. Sometimes you do get people that just want to do their own thing and go in totally different directions, but I commend the team for working together and end up with the results that we did. I won't spoil it at this stage, but needless to say that it was a very close game. So we'll see what happens in the end here. Yeah, just starting to range up some of these enemy vessels out there. They're just trying to make a bit of a push. Phoenix out there, he's turning away. Tucker, he might be a consistent that we can put rounds out in a moment. Just seeing what we can actually shoot. I didn't realise that this Myogi on off to my left here, both myself and Myogi want to share the same space, so a bit of lack of communication on our behalf. Just a lesson for all of us there that yeah, just communicate which way you want to go and what you want to do. I slowed down, he slowed down, and yeah, we just parallel parked right there in front of each other. So a bit of miscommunication, but didn't hurt anyone. He got rounds out, and I end up putting out some rounds out here. Here we go, first contestant. Let's get some rounds out on that Tucker and see how they land. Oh, AP rounds, so if they hit, they should hit with a punch there. A couple on target. Phoenix now starts to come into range. He's opening up and giving me a full broadside, but I shot a little bit long there. Didn't even nick him. It's at full speed, so I adjusted quite a lot on that one, but he is turning out, so yep, just splashed his deck. Gave the crew a bit of a fright, but yeah, no hits on target. Second lot out on that Tucker, I believe it was. Phoenix. You'll have to excuse me. I'm actually reviewing this on a small screen, so sometimes the names don't come up that clearly on this small screen. So bear with me if I get the names wrong. But I believe it looks like a Phoenix. Now just turning out, trying to get some more guns on and to get away from these the enemy forces that are pushing through sea and heading up into us. Thought I might be able to get a salvo out on that that Phoenix there, but yeah, guns didn't quite rotate quick enough on that particular instance, so he'll live another day. For a tucker, full broadside, full salvo. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming. 2 citadels destroyed, devastating strike. Back to port he goes. So as I was saying, with the Konig, when they do hit with a punch. So you've got a lovely AP. Trying to range up the Congo out there, but just a little bit out of range.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Torpedo warning going off. And easily dodge those. Don't know, not going to affect me at all. Torpedo just missed our friendly. We had plenty of time to dodge him, so would have been no excuse if he actually hit that torpedo. He had plenty of time, plenty of warning. Still detected though, so obviously we got something a little bit closer. Probably a sneaky DD that's trying to come up behind us with us battleships up this northeastern corner there. I wouldn't be surprised if a DD is not trying to make a play on us. Full side Phoenix. And yeah, very poor shot on my behalf. I should have actually put that Phoenix down with that Phoenix being full broadside to me. Those sort of opportunities don't come around very often, so I should have actually put him down. But see how we go next time. He's a Kazi, I believe he is, trying to sneak up on us. I thought he'd be around somewhere. He got hit pretty hard by something there. Myogi, I think, got some rounds on him. He's blowing smoke, but he is actually outrunning his smoke, so might be a little bit of inexperience on there, on his behalf. It's just back into concealment now. Just trying to range him up so he actually doesn't get torps out of. I would anticipate that he would already have torps out at this stage. Whether he sent them out on me or out to my ally remains to be seen. Furutaka, full broadside on the Furutaka there, ranging him up. AP rounds out, full volley. Let's see how they land. Yeah, not too shabby. What do we count that? For about $7 and change out of that salvo. I'd like to know what happened to that DD. Still searching for him. That's why I'm picking him around, trying to search for that DD. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it. They got some rounds on my tail end there, but no, not a great deal of damage. Kaiser out there as well. Just had enough of us shooting at him, so he's heading off. Now I thought the Furutaka might actually try to duck it behind the island there, so I just put him slightly short of. Oh, lovely! Look at that, nice citadel. I'll take it. No, I meant to do that. Don't question it, just enjoy it. What else we got? We are losing actually in points at the minute. 402 to 726 is the count at the moment. They've got 2 points, we've got the 1, and we are 2 ships down to their 1 down. So they have got the points advantage at the moment. At this point in the game, you start to think, well, they've got the points advantage. You need to do something fairly quick to start getting that back, and this is where you'd want to be starting to push into B and making a real attack, a real offensive on some of these guys that are sitting in the B point. Goes off there's a heap of allies down to the eastern side of the map there. It's not going to affect us too much. They're a long way out. They're not going to be able to get rounds on us. So I want to be able to just be pushing into this B and keep harassing these group of enemies that are sitting on B point, defending that. Now, I would have actually been better off with HE on the Kaiser, I believe it is, sitting there at B point. But yeah, it is what it is. End up going with using the AP actually for the entire game, if I'm not mistaken. Ship count is 3 each, but of course the enemy's still got the points advantage. So we need to push in and push in fairly hard and make something happen fairly quickly as I get some rounds on that Izakazi. Looking around, making sure that no one's trying to sneak up, and just being aware of your surroundings is always a good idea, especially in battleships when there's a long reload time. You've got plenty of time to look around and see what's around you, see what's going to be a threat, see what allies are going to support you if you're making a move, which is always a good idea.
The enemy is about to win.
The Kaiser out there looks like he's had enough of being pummeled, so he's heading out of the B section, and we thought we'd get some rounds on him just to make sure that he does exit the B point, because we want that fairly quickly. Now, I did actually spot a DD, and I thought he might be coming through that gap there. I keep looking down that way. He can obviously spot me, but I can't spot him.
To win.
As the voiceover just said, the enemy is about to win. Oh, there he is. Yep, and he's realised he's spotted, and he's just stuck behind that island there, which is quite smart of him. He certainly didn't want a ship full of AP rounds. So as I was saying, the ship count is in the enemy's favour. 452, 400 for us, 885 and change to them. And they do have the ship count. So we do need to make something happen very quickly. Get some more rounds on that Kaiser, and certainly some good numbers coming out of that Kaiser there.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Now I want to actually push into B through that gap there, but with that destroyer smoke there, then he'll definitely see me coming with plenty of time, and he would have greeted me with a nice volley of torch. So I didn't want to go down that path. That smoke's just disappearing, so it has been there for a little while. Some more rounds out on the Kaiser there. He's certainly feeling it at about, I didn't actually quite see what his health was, 500, 600 HP left on that Kaiser there, so he's limping away, licking his wounds. He's not going to be a problem for a little while. Ranging up the Congo, he's coming in, almost a full health Congo here, coming in to help defend B. He's our next target. I think I should have actually changed it over to HE here with such a huge angle on it. Most of my rounds are just going to bounce. Still quite a sharp angle, so I wouldn't be surprised if my... Yeah, 3 rounds bounced out of that salvo. It's not even enough to annoy him. It's really just tickling the size of a ship. So I thought we'd turn in and try to start taking this B objective, seeing as we're at 585 and the team's at 865-ish. The ship count has turned in our favour just slightly, with 5 to 4. Broadside Congo, So AP rounds straight down the middle, and 6 grand off the Congo there. They're certainly not liking that. Another almost 3 grand, call it 3 grand for round numbers off the Congo, so he's certainly feeling it. He certainly didn't like those AP rounds, so he's starting to angle against me. He is burning, which is a good thing. Oh, look at that. Beautiful citadel. And down he goes. Now, of course, now's the time to push into B and retake the B position. We've already got an allied sitting on B, so it's ticking over quite nicely. We just need to be aware, of course, they're not going to be putting rounds out on us and resetting that cap. With only the two enemy left, we've got 5 to 2 now, the ship count, so that score should tick up in our favour quite quickly. As you can see, that Wyoming's getting a couple of rounds on us, just trying to get resets on that B objective, but with our allied there, he's obviously helping out quite nicely to get that B objective turned over in our favour. Almost a full broadside Kaiser there. Assisted base capture, so that's going to look good when they hand out credits at the end of the game. As I said, full broadside Kaiser there, just trying to get some AP rounds into the side of him. And yeah, let's call it 7 grand for a nice round, even figures. And yeah, actually, I can hear Notzer saying now, yeah, this is a tactical Notzer. This was totally intentional. Yeah, just pulling on the brakes, trying to get away from that island, of course. Totally intentional, as I said. Still getting rounds out on that Kaiser there. As I suspected, not huge damage there, 1600 in that salvo. Angled fairly well against me.
Our victory is in sight.
Victory is in sight. That's always a good thing to hear after being so far down at the beginning of the match. Just trying to get a few rounds out onto this Kaiser just to finish him off. I don't think I'll get the blow on him, the final blow on him, but it's just a matter of harassing him, and so it just keeps sailing away from us. 820 to 885 at the moment. Ship count in our favour, and the game count will be in our favour momentarily. There he goes. 880, 835. There's not much more I can do to that Wyoming out in the distance there. I'll just put in some supporting rounds just to finish off the game. As I said, fantastic work by the teamwork by the team there. That the teamwork was certainly outstanding, and so I'll give a shout out to the rest of the team. They've done a fantastic job considering how far we were down riding at the beginning of the match. Just trying to get through that small gap there. I think I've just oversteered it a little bit and decided, yeah, I'll beach on this island as well here. So I might be able to get some rounds out over the top of the island here as he comes out the other side. And no, just enough to scare the villagers. So you want to be glad you're not living on that island. So at this stage, just a matter of mopping up, waiting for the counter to wear down, and looks like this is going to be end in a win for us. Wyoming's bleeding out. $980, $985 now, and game. Thank you very much for your company there, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time.